All right. Let us pause for a second and comment on Canto 27 of Orlando Furioso, where we have we as we left it, all the Moorish Saracen dudes were all being called back by King Agramante for aid. He needs aid. He is sorely pressed by Charlemagne. And they come, but they come because I think it's Doralice flees. Doesn't she flee? She jumps onto a horse that gets infested with a demon that carries her off, and the demon, being crafty, carries her right to King Agramant, where all these guys come through. They cut through the Christian things, kind of scatter them, but they still want to fight. And there's all these arguments about who's going to fight who and when they're going to fight. And they sort of work out an order, but then another fight breaks out over a horse by stuff. And finally, King Agramant gets to Rodomonte and Mandicard, who are fighting over Doralice. And he says, look, okay, finally in the end, it's like, look, we'll let her decide. And they agree to this, both of them supremely confident it's going to be them. And everyone thinks it's going to be Rodomonte because he is the big guy. He is the one, he is like the god of all these warrior guys. But surprise, surprise, Doralice picks Mandicardo as the one that she wants to marry. And Rodomonte is pissed. He is so pissed. When Rodomonte raises, this is 108 on Canto 27, when Rodomonte raises his bowed head, anger and scorn his blush of shame replace. The sentence was unjust and false, he said, seizing his sword. With this let me erase, he cried for all to hear, alive or dead, the wayward judgment of a woman's mind, ever to do what she should not, inclined. So, he wants to go back into battle, but... and, Mandicardo is scornful of him, but key thing, Agramante's like, no, you're not going to do that. I have spoken. I'm dropping the curtain on this. And so Rodomonte is now going off really, really butthurt. As when a bull, this is 111, as when a bull defeated by a young victorious male, the heifer must now yield, and wounded, he, I guess that's the bull, defeated bull, he departs to roam among the woods or streams or sands, away from field and pasture, and unceasingly gives tongue with amorous bellows, filling down and wheeled. So Rodomonte, stricken by the grief of his dismissal, could find no relief. And that is how I'm going to pause at this point, but it's funny. It's another thing of these big bluff guys, and we have one of my she didn't pick me, and my king won't let me fight, and I'm like really butthurt. It's yet again this thing of Ludvigo Aristo seems to be making fun of these guys. It seems like it's comedic to me. It's just so comedic to me of how Rodomonte is, this big massive warrior, big balls, big dick warrior, is just like, whoa, she didn't pick me. It's like, oh god. I love it. All right, I'll leave there with that wonderful little word image that I decided to ladle on top of what's actually quite a fun poem. All right, more videos later.